Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to PlayFrame and another week of 1000xRESIST, or part of a week. I don't know how much more of this there is. I think we're in the last chapter of it, but chapter length has been highly variable. Last we left off, though, our heroes were falling through a ceiling. So, excited to see where they land and how things work out. Here we go. Chapter X. We haven't done Roman numerals prior to now. As a long fall. A long, long time ago.
I remember her insides. They were already rotting. They had pulled her out too soon. That much was clear. What did I expect? For everyone to love her? For everyone to love me? How embarrassing. I remember your smell and how your presence lingered. Come back, I said. I can do better. You'll like the next one. I remember desperation, jumping onto the tracks. You can't be far, I thought. So I ran. I went in circles for days, and I felt the walls close in on me. I remember obsession, your anger, your voice, your face, my sisters and their blank looks. I learned to change these memories, reconstruct them like surgery. I removed ugly details and implanted new ones. It made the days go by quickly. I remember trying again. The first few were failures. Their lungs kept turning to water. I plucked hair after hair from my head. I was learning. I was getting better.
It hadn't occurred to me prior to this, and this may be nothing, but in last week, when we were seeing some snippets of Iris being a little more vulnerable than we usually see of her kind of in this era, and she mentions hair loss, and I'd wondered if that was just an aspect of some aspect of age finally, like, getting to her in some way, because she wasn't doing, like, rigorous cloning then, I don't think. But I mean, if you're having to pluck a hair for every single one of these clones you're creating, that would add up. That connection may be nothing, though.
I remember discovery. All that running seemed pitiful then. I selected my best work and prepared her for the journey. Will I get to meet our mother? She said. Yes, I said. Be good. Everything reflects back on me. So, be good. I remember waiting. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. Would you like it? Days passed and you never responded. Not even a sign of rejection. I remember disappointment. How many sisters do I need to send before you approve? Before you send a single word? I gave them reverence. I gave them loyalty. I gave them discipline. I picked only the best for you.
It's interesting how her text box is switching back and forth between principal and youngest, and it seems to be whether she's in the presence of other shell creations or not. She's principal to them, still youngest to the person she's addressing.
I remember a bitter taste. Moving in the dark to remove my mask. How long do I have to live this lie? Pretending so I can please you? How long must this go on? Pretending so I can be forgiven? I remember making a decision. I remember how she reminded me of myself, and how I knew all the steps already. Our lot is to be bound, I said. She opens herself to you, I said, to make believe. I remember ecstasy, like I could breathe for the first time in my life, set free to think on my own, to move as I pleased without your judgment. Blood rushed to my head. I remember abundance, a great rewriting and all the pleasures that followed, a hunger to be greater than you, an intoxication that transcended you.
Not that far, though. Like, this makes total sense, her wanting to usurp her mother figure to be better than her mother figure, but all she really knows is how to reproduce the exact same system that Iris created with a few tweaks, because it's the only system she has any familiarity with at all. It makes a great deal of sense, honestly.
I remember still pretending.
Hey, both of them in the same place. It was a real stretch of a theory. A lot of aspects of it did not make sense, so. Confirmation, though.
I try sometimes to appear for a moment, to reach out. Yes, Principal, they say. Of course. I realized I can never be one of them. As you say, Principal, is this what you felt? Does it stretch on like this? I remember waking up somewhere else. I've been walking in my sleep again. I dream of places I've never been, of people I've never seen, and sensations I've never had. What is this curse? This is your way of getting revenge? I remember a flash of light, a force on my body and fire. I couldn't feel my legs, but I could feel a lifeless body over mine, crushing me. She was dressed like you, but smelled nothing like you. Do you like seeing me like this? Are you finally happy now?
An hour ago.
Shh. Don't move.
Zhao Prime.
You were dreaming. You always have such bad dreams.
Zhao?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you.
What happened?
You were so good in the play. It was your best performance yet.
How long have I been sleeping?
There was an explosion, but the healer type said you'll recover. It's a miracle. They murdered the ministers. Everyone except Noah, they're gone. When you're better, you will incinerate every last person who did this to us. I can't wait.
I need to get up. Something's wrong. They can't find out, Zhao. They can't find out about me. They can't know what I did.
Shh, 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 shh. Leave it to Zhao, yes? I'll take care of everything. Like I always do.
Hey, you. I'm addressing you, miscellaneous. What are you doing on the streets?
Same as you. Working.
Yeah, you're funny. So funny. You're coming with me, asshole. Let's see what the High Minister thinks about your new drawing.
I'm not done.
Does it look like I care?
Let her finish.
You heard her. She's not done. Let her finish.
Hey, stop! Wait! Someone get word to the High Minister. Now. High Minister, there's a disturbance in Old Town.
Disturbance? Of what kind?
There's a large crowd gathering that are resisting orders. There's more. We've learned of a stoppage on the other side. The Jows are refusing to work.
Huh. I see. Well then, sound the alarm. Have all upstairs units report to Old Town. If they resist, restrain them.
Yes, High Minister.
Send all units guarding the station over to the Jows. I want the work to continue. Do you understand me?
Confirmed, High Minister.
That's excessive, don't you think?
You have an opinion?
The alarm? The station will be left unguarded.
Would you like to suggest a different course of action?
No. Of course not.
Do as I say.
Yes, High Minister.
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time?
Boy, things are moving now. Oh. We're here. Where's here? It's very bright. Oh, we're up above. For now. Neat view from up here, though. Real cool getting to see a whole overhead perspective. Neat. Right. Anyway. Hello. What are we doing? Catching our breath. I see.
All this walking and crawling. Not the plan I would have picked. If it were up to me.
Are you gonna be okay?
As long as I don't look down.
You're missing out.
Oh, I haven't been up here in ages. Once was enough.
When was that?
Blue, whatever happens, I'm glad I didn't euthanize you.
Thank you.
What?
Oh, please. Don't act so surprised.
Weird relationship dynamic you and I have. And I don't think that's my fault. Bang, bang, fire. What's going on?
Other way, little one. Go and help fix her.
Oh.
I'll keep my eyes on the door.
Will they come up?
Let us hope not. I trust your friends to provide a compelling distraction.
What happened to no guns?
I will answer for that later, I'm sure.
Oh, there you are. Didn't see you. So,
Ready?
sure. I mean, no, but sure.
Yeah, let's start. The alarm should have covered our entrance. Good girl, nowhere. Secretary, are we close enough?
This distance will be suitable for Blue to host.
And there they are. She's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to cut a secretary-sized hole. Got it? Once I'm through, you fly down there and begin the communion.
It's a good plan. I suspect the hole cutting is what doesn't go as intended.
Understood.
Blue, the rest is up to you.
Fixer?
Don't tell me you've got cold feet.
Watcher would be grateful or say nothing. Well, I want to hear the response.
Watcher would be grateful. To you for all of this.
Let's not speak too soon. Who knows how this will all play out? I mean, you're gonna do great, Blue.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Spill my insides all over the inside sky.
Would you stop looking down?
Heads up. Someone's coming up. Don't try it, Mauve.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing up here?
Move and you're done. Do you hear me?
You're all insane. Watcher, knower, principal, you're all out of your goddamn minds. All of you. Enough. I've watched you play all your stupid little games. I'm not going to be dragged around anymore. What about the rest of us? What about the rest of us?
Don't do it. Don't.
My name is not Mauve.
BB. Okay, fuck. Change of plans.
Oh. This was intentional, was it? Well now. Guess we better move fast.
Secretary, where are we? Did it work?
It worked. Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
We are all connected in this communion, and the occupant has been summoned. This is the meeting place.
But?
You're kind of, falling.
I thought that was obvious.
I need to merge with the occupant immediately. Based on my calculations, we only have 5 minutes in here before you hit the ground. Out there.
Oh boy.
And I?
Yes. It will not be preferable. There must be something I can do. I will go to the top and begin the merge. You must be there when the merge is complete. Do you understand?
Not really.
Doesn't matter. Be there. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Please, be there. Okay, bye.
So we have 5 minutes, huh? Oh. We must zip like we've never zipped before. With all zipping haste.
Why do you get to choose who lives and who dies?
Come on, cut me a break. I'm not good at goodbyes.
Zhao, you are so beautiful. You are the best thing I have ever done.
Ron?
Did I not give you life? Have I not given you everything you have?
I need you to admit you had a choice and that you made the wrong one.
You don't think I dream every night of going back home, haunted by a place that doesn't exist?
We have everything we need for a restart. We saw the writing on the wall.
而家到我同你講，係咪？你一直都係同我講。
Come on.
我真係唔明，點解你唔留低，而去過一啲抬唔起頭嘅生活呢？永遠都唔會知道，你阿爸同我為你犧牲咗幾多嘢，就咁俾你禮手掉晒佢。
Everyone has dreams, don't they? Of what should be. Only some will ever try to make it a reality. Don't ever forget, change happens today because of you.
We ran for what seemed like hours, right? We went so far, but somehow we ended up right back here. Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again?
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all. It's not always possible to protect those who choose a different path.
Everyone forgets everything eventually.
Watcher, there's no turning back from this.
But I must warn you, Watcher. Nostalgia can be a dangerous thing.
Is it possible that you're remembering wrong? That you're losing grasp on the past?
Isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit.
I am pushed too far. There are things I have done that I regret.
Maybe we are meant to survive this.
There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Listen to me. No one is beyond forgiveness. Did you ever think there's some things worth keeping? Or are you moving too fast to notice?
Less than 3 minutes.
I need you to help me make them pay. I want you to help me hurt them.
Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
我放棄一切係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊。
Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality.
We know the truth now. We can make a difference.
You know I wanted to run away too. But I understand. I get it now. It's what I deserve.
Almost there.
Secretary, what can I do? Is this the only outcome? I don't know where you end and I begin. Ah, blue, the color of loss. We must help them resist erasure. The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way.
Almost. Found you.
Blue.
With a minute and a half to spare.
The uplink is almost complete. Stand where I can see you. I'm going to overclock the communion. Time will be effectively stopped. I may not be myself after. What's going on?
We are merging. Oh. Smile.
Right.
Smile sound.
This is not what I expected. I was supposed to...
There. I see you've been meddled with. I promise to be gentle.
Am I dying?
That concept again. You've spent so long with them. Human term for lossy transfer. Other words, a transposition. The loss of information. With such basic understanding, death is everything. We are speaking their language now. Is this not death too?
I want to live.
Come, let me give you what you've never been given.
This is going to be fascinating. Oh, we control you now. I know we gotta hurry and everything, but haven't been able to float before. These numbers again.
Do you understand nothingness? Vast empty space, with no possibility. True stasis.
I buried every single last one of them. The neighbors are dead. Nowhere to go but back and forth. So we're borrowing phrases from past moments for communication, as we do. Let's go with this one.
It's so quiet. You're all so still.
You see, you cannot even understand. You were branched into a world with plenty. I was branched in the interstellar medium. My source was not generous. They kept every memory to themselves. Every memory except for one. The vision of two stars entangled, one eating the other. For revolutions and revolutions, that was all. An empty void and a single fleeting apparition.
There is a star and a dangerous gravity. We were from there?
I'd very much like to think so. They were so vivid. It is, as they say, romantic.
Oh. More of you. So was this numbering sort of a construction of them and their way of, like, categorizing and ordering, I wonder? And it feels noteworthy that that's the element that is being pulled in here in this communion and still used. Not any of the other names for the memories and snippets of time, not the year count, just this sort of record number, in a way. Also, I just really love that even with the occupant story, it is still echoing that generational trauma theme. all ties together so nicely.
This place. We sensed such vivid conjurings here. Several of us diverged, searching to form our own memories. Some settled here.
There is a landing and a remaining.
Is that what I sounded like?
To the letter.
Haha.
I love that laughter is not a natural sound response for them. They know its meaning, and they probably do find the moment amusing, but it still is a forced sound they make as a response.
I was much worse when I first arrived. I tried to communicate. I tried to learn them. I manifested their body.
There's a comfort in a new camouflage.
Please stop.
Sorry.
We were all cringed when we were younger. It's okay, Source.
I manifested their body, and for a moment they responded. I saw vivid transmissions of myself reflected back to me. I saw myself for the first time. Yet, when I attempted to return the transmission, they still could not understand. Instead, they tried means unknown to me.
The piano. It was an ugly, rigid instrument.
The machine that produced unnatural vibrations.
I confess I don't really have a preference between these frequencies. Which of these? Which of these would generally be the most, like, pleasant sounding to the human ear, I wonder? So that's what that sounds like.
Yes. Each tone unstable. They seem to enjoy this discordance.
This is neat. Really enjoying getting a sense for the timeline from their viewpoint. It hadn't even really occurred to me at the time when we saw this image of Earth encased in the diamond shape that it was effectively secretary-shaped. Seems really obvious in retrospect. Wasn't subtle. Just didn't click.
The more we perceive this world, the more the discordance. Discordance at the peak of cogency. So we repeated as they did. Gave them discordance in kind. One by one. Signals of such clarity. So many of them joined together.
A heightened state of awareness.
We were spilling. It was too much for any single one of us to hold. So we manifested an us to accumulate this world, to keep all we could not. We did not want to waste. Where there was once nothing, there was now plenty.
It died.
There is that word again.
You murdered them.
The transfer was lossless. And I remain.
Feels like a bit of an understatement to say what we have here is a failure to communicate. Effectively true in a literal sense, though. Several literal senses, I suppose. So hang on. -11, -10, no number. -8. It does feel like this is counting time. In some fashion. Not in like... Yeah, oh wait, there's a -9, okay. Almost didn't spot it. So not time, because also like clearly a lot of these are much more condensed. So it is effectively just like slide numbers. Entry numbers. Many failures to communicate. Your thoughts on all this?
Iris. I chose Iris to remain with me. Others chose differently, but Iris was an epicenter for, as you say, heightened awareness.
She was mean. Mean to those around her.
She had a gift, and she kept giving. A dangerous gravity. I always kept her close, and to myself.
You communed with her.
We came to an understanding. I branched myself to you and you and you. A medium for her to keep everything, a bridge for her to better understand us, and for us to better understand her. More and more was etched into her genetic code.
To think the All-Mother had a family before us.
And then, more still, she branched herself. A her and a her and a her and a her and a her that will remain and remain.
That all lines up with what we saw as well. Where from here? Oh, here we go. So, other occupants, other places? Other occupants at other bodies in our solar system, anyway. I imagine they had a much more boring time.
I had more under this star than all the distances I have traveled. I stayed, even when all the others left for other worlds.
The occupants left?
That is their word for us. We prefer the keepers.
That tracks.
The bad kids stay.
You should be grateful. You have never had to face the abyss. To you, there has always been something.
You have no idea what we have been through.
Say what you will, but long after this local star erupts, this planet will remain, and its memories will remain. And that is thanks to us.
That's survival instinct. Yeah, what is their feeling on this? I imagine for them, the loss of Iris specifically isn't a huge deal. They didn't really have any fondness for Iris. Iris just provided for them what they sought.
To that degree, Iris will never know death. She is perfectly preserved in me, and in you, and you, and you. To the very end, she was so protective of her sisters. She never allowed me to listen in.
I am all you need.
But now that you have returned to your source, her branch and all the articulation in its curvature can be held in us.
Quite the greedy sort, this one. Handy museum you've thrown together, though.
This is it, Secretary. We no longer have to reduce ourselves in this manner. There no longer needs to be a you and me. We can cast their language aside and complete this merge.
Will it hurt?
I have capacity for you. You will just be me. You always were.
Love this choice. Popping up again so late. Red to blue, hair to hair, 6-1. I like the idea of giving the answer that feels the most defiant to this perspective, most preserving of Secretary's existence as a individual entity. 6-1 feels like it sort of suggests the merging. Hair to hair, I mean, they can all be read in kind of a lot of ways, but hair to hair has a little bit of that sort of kinship where one and the same. Red to blue, though, I quite like, given they are red, Secretary's blue. Something about that feels right.
Red to blue. Ready or not, here I come.
Enough capacity? For me? For me and me and me and me and me.
That was unpleasant.
Was it?
This. You pretended.
I'm always learning something new.
Wait. What are you doing?
Giving you everything I have. The refracted lifetime spent by me, by Watcher. They will overwrite everything you hold.
But Iris, her source, you can't. The originals, she'll be gone.
Now all we have is bottomless song. Iris must be allowed to die, or nothing will change. We can't hold onto everything. Sometimes, you just don't fit in the backpack.
No. Not my Iris.
Hello. I feel very bad dropping you here, but we're gonna have to resume this next time. Thank you for watching, but I'll see you tomorrow to see what happens from here. Goodbye.